is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cincinnati's offense will get the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Thanks to grab. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So TCU's offense taking the field. First chance we had to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they...
Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that spins away from one. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Bearcats are on the move. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, and came up with a big sack the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
That's reeled in. It's Butler. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Ezukama. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, but not before. It's a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Palmer. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
To the air, it's Carpenter.
Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that, beautiful.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Here comes the heat. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
It's your time. We need our ball.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some red.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Takes the handoff. It's Longo. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Palmer. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to throw on third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
And what a great job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Longo. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for an open area to his left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Presley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Longo. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Ezukama. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Oh, he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just keep slinging it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Running to Green. There he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Cincinnati, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Makes the catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage again, and this offense is virtually ground to a halt. Quick handoff. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. Creates a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Palmer. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The give. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
With the catch, it's Ezukama. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass... closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Snags it quickly on the left. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Caught over the middle. It's smart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some reps.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The screen, and watch out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Palmer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Black 24. 29 Philly.
They want that clock to run. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Longo. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset. We're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulls and fires complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Right on target this time. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of